My Simpsons, we just watched episode 31, Brush with Greatness. Famous now for being the first episode to feature a Beatle. They've subsequently featured all the surviving Beatles.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, so the plot of this episode, Marge, well, the way to get to it's a bit odd. Homer wants to lose weight because he gets stuck in a roller coaster.
Well, they go to Mount Splashmore,
yeah,
which is heavily advertised by Krusty. And they do the kind of worn out joke now. The kids going, "Can you take us to Mount Splashmore? Can you take us to Mount Splashmore?"
Well, yeah, they do that joke a lot better in Itchy and Scratchy Land.
Oh yeah.
Can we go to Itchy and Scratchy Land? Can we go to Itchy and Scratchy Land? Yeah. After that, he gets stuck. He wants to lose weight. He goes into the attic to try and find the weights, where they discover Marge's amazing portraits of Liverpudlian musician Ringo Starr,
the greatest musician in the Beatles,
the greatest Beatle, full stop,
the greatest drummer of all time.
I want to be in an octopus's garden in the shade. Yes. So she finds Ringo Starr's photos, Marge paintings. Then Homer prompts her to become an artist. She does. And then she gets commissioned to do a work by Mr. Burns.
Because he wants a painting done for Burns' wing of the local art museum.
Yep. And then Marge does the painting and it's of Burns nude and everyone's happy in the end. Yes.
Because according to Marge's art teacher, played by John Lovitz,
it stinks.
It stinks. She's got a way of seeing inner beauty. So Marge tries to paint a portrait of Mr. Burns like a traditional one of him like standing or whatever. She can't quite do it. Then she accidentally sees him naked.
Yeah.
So ultimately she's like, behind Mr. Burns' cold exterior, mean temper and, basically an awful person, there's a frail old man, probably not long for the world. And so he draws him stark naked. So it's a very iconic moment, very famous moment.
Yes, this episode is relatively well known in Simpsons canon.
Yeah.
It's got the brilliant Ringo Starr bit. It's got the bit with Burns. It's got Mount Splashmore itself.
Also, I think the first time Smithers has shown any kind of attraction towards Mr. Burns.
Yes. Is this the first time he's been white or yellow?
No, he's been yellow for some time now.
Oh, good.
I think he was black in only one episode.
Yes. Also, this features the return of Carl with Lenny's voice.
Oh yeah, that was weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the animators hadn't quite worked out which voice belonged to who yet.
Who they wanted to be who.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what did you think of Brush with Greatness?
Well, I think this is a classic episode.
I think it's a good episode.
I think it's a really good one, personally.
It is. I think it's bordering around the 8 out of 10 sort of territory.
Yeah, 8, yeah. I kind of like it for the weird... It is quite a weird cameo from Ringo Starr.
It is.
He says his readings in quite a stilted way, but I think that's kind of charming.
I think it's a parody of a Ringo Starr impression.
Yeah.
The funniest one is if you ever watch Bill Hicks, there's a routine about the Beatles.
Oh yeah.
Which is about drugs and about how musicians do drugs.
Oh, I've heard that. They sample that on a Tool album.
Yeah.
He says like, if you're against drugs, go back home, get your record collection, and throw all of your albums away, because all the albums you ever loved, they're all on drugs. Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, but
then he does a what?
Yeah, it's in the song Third Eye, which is like a 13-minute jam.
Yeah. But in that he does a Ringo impression where he's like, because he does an impression of him on drugs, and he goes, Ringo, come down. And he like pretends to beat him down and he goes, we're on so many drugs, we're even going to let you sing a song. And he does it in that kind of clipped British like, hello. Governor.
Hello, Governor.
So yeah.
Not in a Liverpudlian accent.
No. A lot of people impersonate the Beatles in an hello, Governor, with a guinea voice.
Yeah. I love the line of Ringo's where it's like, and yes, we do have hamburgers and fries in Britain, Marge, but we call fries chips. I love the way he says that.
Yeah, because he like holds it like chips.
Yeah. I loved your painting, Marge. I had it up in my wall, on my wall.
Yeah. So that bit's great. The guy, is it Harry Shearer who plays Mr. Burns?
Yeah.
He's great. He was great, I thought, as Mr. Burns.
Yeah, no, he's always good, yeah.
Just the correct spiteful readings, and when he had to go soft to play... when he had to go soft to do the Mr. Burns as sort of when he warms up a little bit at the end, when he's sort of more vulnerable, he does that well.
I know what I hate, Marge, but I don't hate this.
Yeah.
That's a good line. And I'll have line was like, thank you for not making fun of my genitalia. I thought I did. Yeah, that's a good line.
Great lines.
So out of the 3 Beatles cameos in The Simpsons, it's also George Harrison, Ringo Starr, and Paul McCartney. That's the best one.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the part where it's like, I think the best night of my life. Oh, hello, Homer, I'm George Harrison. Oh my God, where'd you get that brownie? We're over there by the table. Oh my God.
Now the best moment is, so the episode this is in is the B-Sharps one, where the B-Sharps perform at the end and he goes, already done it.
Oh yeah, they recreate the famous thing with the Beatles perform in the Let It Be movie.
Yeah. And the Paul McCartney one's the one that's, I think, it's just okay.
Yeah.
He just goes on about vegetarianism for a bit.
Like Paul McCartney in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, you could even say that each Beatle is representative of each person's solo career.
Yeah.
You know, George Harrison, quick and cool.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney, long and laboured.
Yeah.
Ringo Starr. Oh, Ringo's still alive.
Ringo's still alive.
And then John Lennon's like the mysterious one.
He's noted by his absence.
His absence. I do think it's a little bit of a shame that John Lennon never... Well, obviously because of circumstances, but it would have been...
I don't know if he even would have done.
I think he would have.
I don't think he would have.
I think I'm tipping between the... he already kind of was becoming a bit more... commercially towards the end of his life.
Yeah.
He was kind of selling out his integrity, so I think John Lennon would have become like a rehabilitated, like, serious pop star in the 90s.
Yeah.
But obviously he's dead, so we'll never know.
No.
But I always think it's a little bit of a shame that he never got to do his Simpsons cameo.
No.
I'm sure the highlight of his career.
Yes. John Lovitz was great in this as well as the art teacher.
Yeah, he's okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's playing the exact same role he plays later when he plays the critic, but more enthusiastic. He does the same voice.
It stinks. Oh, fantastic. Brilliant, another work of art.
Yes. Overall, I thought this episode was good, but there wasn't that much to it. It felt like about 10 minutes, which, you know, is good. It's solid, entertaining, great, but not much to... It's no Bart gets an F or free fish in every garage or the way we was.
The way we was.
So I'd say it's pretty high. It's pretty high for season 2.
Yeah. It
would be in the top 5 so far, probably.
I think so, yeah.
Probably number 5, but overall it is not as good as later episodes. I would say it's the weakest episode to feature a Beatle.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because they've actually kind of incorporated the Beatles cameos a little bit better into the other episodes, I feel.
Yes. Well, apart from the fact that Paul McCartney's like, oh, Paul. I love the episode where I love the bit in that episode there where Lisa's at the end and she's like, "Can you play us a song?" And he goes, "Take it, Apu. I am on Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band." Yeah,
that's great. Yeah.
Yes, and that episode's a classic.
Well, then at the end, you know how Paul McCartney episode says that, you know, if you play Maybe I'm Amazed backwards, there's a really great recipe for lentil soup.
Yeah.
Well, apparently what they do is, because Maybe I'm Amazed plays over the end credits, so they actually did get Paul McCartney to read out his recipe for lentil soup, played it backwards, and then spliced it with the music at the end.
Oh my god!
How cool is that?
That is awesome.
So you can actually, if you can play the episode backwards, and you'll hear Paul's recipe for lentil soup.
Yes.
I think that's pretty cool.
That is awesome. And those 2 episodes are both 10s out of 10s, I think.
I'm amazed.
So I would say, overall, pretty good.